welcome to Good Gear Club. With the year behind us, it's time for me to take a look at some of the featured items we've featured on the website, starting with November 2022. So first up is one of the many watches you'll see on Good Gear Club, and this one is from Nixon. It's their Century Chrono in the gunmetal finish, and it's one of my favourite watches that you can buy today. Functional, looks really smart, and even though it's a single finish across the watch, it just looks really cool. The second thing is the Craig Hill brass trophy bottle opener, which is more like a sculpture would look at home on your desktop surface, as well as being used to open a bottle. In December, there are a few things featured, and as you can see, another watch, but the one I really want to talk about is the Curvo wall clock, which not only can it curve around a wall, but it can curve into corners, and there's no up and down, there's no left and right, there's no back and front, so you can position it in the corner of your house. That really works for you. Back in January, took a look at some nudie denim, which are jeans that are designed to be worn and not really be washed, because the more you wear them, the more they take on the owner's personality. And one of the things I really like about nudie are they not only use salvage denim, but they put the traditional deep pockets, which are really good for storage, but also enhance the look of the jeans. In February 2023, showing off the Porsche 911 Dakar. It pays homage to the original Dakar, and it's more than capable across any surface. It sits higher than the standard 911 and can extend even higher if you need, and even at high speed. And from March this year, we've got the 1989 Lego Batwing, which is again like another sculpture piece. It's not just made to be built and then displayed on a desk, it's there to be shown off on a wall. Back in April, featured the Playdate game system by Panic, which comes with a grey and black screen, traditional Game Boy style controls with a D-pad and an A and B button, but it also comes with a crank, so different inputs that developers can use for different games. There's also the Tag Heuer Carrera chronograph. Now this watch I saw in person before I featured it on Good Gear Club, and the colours just really pop and really striking in real life. Back in May, we started to show off a few more things on the site. First up is this H&M Mugger Patio Coffee Pourer. So you add a filter and you have the perfect coffee pourer in it, and the finish of the cup looks like metal, but it's actually ceramic with a special coating. Teenage Engineering came up with this TP7 recorder. So despite being digital, it has an analog appeal with controls to grab and scrub through recordings as if they were on a record. In June 2023, Apple announced their 15-inch MacBook Air, and it's probably the perfect laptop for most people with its larger screen but MacBook Air style. Just a couple of things shown off in July. First was the Porsche designed sunglasses, which have a unibody frame, and then there's the Aston Martin Velour, which is a limited edition car. And for me, Aston Martin peaked in the 90s with their design with the look of the Vantage, which was more of a muscle car style feel, and this harks back to that era. In August, another pair of jeans to show off, which are the Selvage Slim Fit from Uniqlo, and these are my daily jeans that I wear. They stand up really well to wear and tear, and again, when you wash them, you get different finishes to when you don't, but they take on the personality of the wearer as well, which is great. Seedlip with their Grove 42 non-alcoholic gin. We have this at home, and you still get the same flavour as gin, you still get the same dryness, but it's calorie free and alcohol free. In September, Apple switched from stainless steel frames to titanium, and although I really want a 5 times camera in my phone, I'm not a Plus or a Max size phone person. Having said that, having held the 15 Pro Max in my hand, the weight is so well distributed, it feels so much lighter than the previous models. It would really make me think about going for a larger model. And then there's the Apple Watch Ultra 2, announced at the same time, still with titanium, but now with double tap, which is a really nice feature. I have the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Don't use the feature as much as I thought I would, but it's really nice to have an always-on display having come from a much older Apple Watch. So here we are in October, and as you can see, we've started showcasing a few more things on the site. I'm only going to pick out a couple here. The first is the Process T from Kotkey, and I feel like this defines nearly every project I've worked on, where there's a bit of chaos at the beginning, but you just kind of want to get it out, and you do that, and then over time you refine, you find your voice, you find the audience, and you settle into a rhythm. And that's kind of where we are with Good Gear Club. We're still somewhere towards the beginning, but we're getting there. And the second thing to point out is the Formworks Legends 911 automotive key. Now this is for classic Porsches between a certain period of years, but the way the key is machined and the way it looks, it's almost like a sculpture. It's something that you want to show off whether you have a Porsche or not. So that's it from this video. Please like and subscribe, and if there's something that you think we should be featuring on the site, please leave a comment below.